Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shadow Empire as Phoenixstate. We left off at the end of the turn, so we can go ahead and generate a new one. Things are looking a lot more stable. We have troops set up on the potential border with Belelier now. Not that it's rock solid, but it's there. We have our siege infantry ready to move on Colding if we get a shared border on the south end. We have our main forces here pushing on Colding, but logistics are preventing us from really pushing forward anymore. A few of our extra troops kind of snagging territory out here. And movement. Then our militia is actually successfully pushing against Hansen, I think it is, up here in the northwest. Not that we really want to take that territory because Belelier is pushing on the other side. Like Hansen, we saw all their troops leave 2 or 3 turns ago, with the exception of one, which we surrounded. And I'm happy leaving them up there. Like, we don't need to push too hard with our militia. Not to mention our logistics situation is kind of turned into a nightmare. We really need to get the rail network going because we're actually overtaxing the truck depot in Albion. We saw with the bottleneck view last time. We are using all of that for transfer between cities. Mechanized machine gun infantry army. Those would be nice. Position wise, we don't have too much. No changes. Interior Council. Taxation policy, kinda don't care anymore. Tariffs, don't care. Human resources, kinda care. In fact, out of all of these, that's the one I care about the most.
Order acknowledged.
That takes care of our decisions. Woohoo. Hey, we're getting more water now. Getting a little bit more delivered from the zones. But we're still bottlenecked there. I think of all the things we could spend our industry on, we need to move that railroad. But let's take care of the troops first. We'll start up in the northwest. Been reducing the size of the Hansen Raiders. And we succeeded this time. This militia group finally has supplies, but we're going to leave them in this town for a turn or two to allow their readiness to recover. It's been very, very poor. Ah, there's actually troops over here. We'll back off, get some supplies. I'm going to leave these guys here to allow their readiness to recover. Taking a look, see how things are progressing. Making sure there's no environmental hazards as well. Keep pushing along down this mountain range. Then we have our main front. Put our 1st infantry into the mountains. Push forward with these guys and these guys. We have a buggy and with the artillery, what we want. But we actually do not have very good recon. And we have return fire I should have noticed this was heavy siege infantry. I don't think we're going to be able to push. I want recon over here. And infantry wise, we can push forward. Not sure I want to go all the way down there. Can perform an attack. We do have a shortage of supplies. We are attacking into some mountainous or hilly territory, but they're pretty weak right now. Alright, things looking good for Colding. I don't think Golden's going to be able to push against Starkshans. Got a lot of territory and they got troops up in here. Get them on the Rose Bar. Actually put our militia on that river. Was not my original intention. Move these troops up. Make sure I move this one guy. Yep. Got moved. Alright, now let's take a look at our situation. We are low on fuel. Our biofuel factory just finished. How is our logistics situation? Alright, with the supply depot there, we're actually pushing a lot of supplies down in here. I need to either take this road or push up here because we can only go 1, 2, 3. Can't really go any further with these guys until we push this supply. So do I want to do that this turn? Construct a road. We can't go from there. Oh, we have to push from our logistics network. That'll be minimal cost and it'll give us one more X to move forward, which I don't anticipate us getting much further. And then we can look to build our rail network up this way. 168, 210. That's as far as we can go due to a lack of metal. Oh yeah, and I don't need to follow that road. Oh well, metal has been wasted. Could have shaved off 2 hexes. I'm going to too. I'm going to push the railroad right along this. And you can see how much more supply that is too. And we're at a point where it is desperately needed. Not going to worry about fuel or anything else right now. Might have to sell something. Food's there, and the price is decent. Let's do... get a cool 500.
Affirmative.
And then let's check to see if we need any replenishment. We do not right now. Alright, I think we're looking good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that's really going on right now, and nothing that I haven't already discussed. Like our border with Belilia is continuing to solidify. Although if they cross that lava river, I'm going to have to retreat those militia. Sorry, our potential border with Belilia. Stark-Sean's relationships are doing better than before. Colding is struggling, but putting up a defense. That border is fairly stable. And I don't think we're going to be able to move up our siege infantry. So I may redeploy them to the potential Belilia front. And landing has moved against us at last. You want us to have 100 more recon? No.
Sir, yes, sir.
Secret Service. Internal security, I'm even less prioritized for now. Active field. More than anything, I want more spy chances. I know we haven't used a lot, we have a lot we could use. Our worker in debt mold. Workers in debt mold are harassed. I don't want the unrest, so we're gonna go... Oh, jeez. Got the unrest anyways, but we got some fear to go with it. How are things looking? Morale is increasing in Conasea. Debt mold as well. Although with that unrest, new unrest, it's less likely. Alright, let's push our militia forward. This one I'll send up here to start capturing this territory. This one will go on the road and spearhead. This one will be in the mountains. And their readiness is starting to recover. Did I finally get logistics up here? Oh, it's starting to look a little better. Are the militia up here supplied? They are. And then these guys are as well recovering their readiness, but they have not recovered yet. I'm going to continue to back away with this infantry. In fact, we'll move this guy forward. The motorcycle will be what captures territory down here. all the way to the end of the road. Alright, so we have supplies. They'll get supplies here. It's not far at all. So the readiness will continue to improve. Keep pushing down here into these mountains. Is there any spare infantry? I think we'll just have to shuffle them forward. This guy will move here. This guy will move here. And that means this guy will move here. Let's start moving siege infantry up. Not all of them, just a couple. And with that, I can probably move them forward. We'll keep it like that for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that setup. That'll work. I think that takes care of... Oh, no, that does not take care of our troop movements. We have plenty to do down here. Oh, not till we get the recon up. Recon's at least 100. That's a lot better. Their readiness is pretty low. We just don't have the right troops in place right now. Question is where to go. We have siege infantry there. We have a commander unit. We have a light infantry brigade. Independent AT. A Raider battalion. Interesting. Monk regiment. This is looking like the weak formation down this way. So I think move our troops forward for maximum effect, except we can't attack that direction. That's weird. What are we looking at if we attack this way? Our supplies are looking a lot better now. 7-to-1 odds. Probably going to take losses. Probably high value losses. We would be attacking anti-tank, but we do have the wrong posture. So let's do it. Oh, we lost our infantry retreated earlier. We're going to take a lot of tank losses then. That was less than optimal. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm actually going to push this one as well. Recon buggies retreating early. Infantry getting really chewed up. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. But I am taking a few more pitched attacks. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Supplies are getting down there. Not gonna worry about replacing them yet. Right now, what I want most... Actually, I want to check the manual real quick. For rail. So yeah, I know that about rails, but I have a curiosity about how rail logistics moves. I'll start to need to build a rail network, or a rail station in Conacy, which I don't think I started yet. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Logistical train, 2 AP per hex. Which tells me that yes, I want to build from here. That'll be 3 hexes there. Can we get there this turn? We can. I'll get us a road to, or railroad to Conacy. Then in Conacy, we can build the rail station.
Roger that.
And then with remaining supplies, we can replace some of our soldiers. Build 6. And then we won't have enough left over for anything else. I think everything else is looking fine for now. Preview points for next turn. We're pushing the rail network, which is great. Pushing down here, which is great. How is the worker situation here? A lot better than it used to be, but requires improvements. I think that's everything we need to do this turn. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.